All right. Good morning, parents. I'm here. I'm Hashri, subject head of PE CCA. I'll be delivering the program for active learning, which we call it PEL in short. Okay. Now, what is PEL program all about? Okay, basically is to encourage our student to learn beyond the classroom and chance to hone his or her social emotional skill competencies while discovering skills and interests. All right. It is also known as play to learn. Okay. What is the aim of PEL? Basically, is to nurture the three C's in our student: basic confidence, curiosity, and cooperation. That's are the three C's. And PEL also allows them to have an experiential learning, so that they will learn in a creative way. On top of that, the lessons are designed to be fun and enjoyable. Of course, not forgetting the SE competencies. All right. What are social emotional competencies or SE in short? Okay, basically there are five of them: self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship management, and responsible decision making. The first two, self-awareness and self-management, is basically on that student itself. Okay, whereas social awareness is working together with another person or group, together with relationship management. And of course, we have to make them learn how to be responsible decision making in certain things that they do in life as they grow older. Right. What are the PELS modules domains are? So there are two big area, which is the physical domain that encompasses sports and games, and the outdoor education. For the aesthetic domain, we'll be focusing on the visual arts as well as performing arts. Right. Don't worry, it won't be in detail, just a basic of what they are supposed to learn in these two domains, the main domains of physical and aesthetic. All right. Okay. When they are in primary one, basically what you're looking at right now for your children. Okay, for the PEL modules that we'll be rolling out to them for semester one will be sports and game, followed by visual arts. All right. And semester two, there will be dance as well as drama. Okay. Right. While the moving up to the primary two, the modules are for semester one, dance and drama. Okay, and for semester one is dance and drama, whereas semester two is outdoor education and visual art. Okay, so how long is the duration for each lesson for this PEL program? Basically, it's 2 hours. We call it 4 periods each week during curriculum time, and your child will be involved in this. So there's no outside school; it's just within the curriculum time itself. Okay, how many number of modules carry out? A total of 8 modules carry out from P1 to P2. All right, each class will cover one module per term. So basically in one semester, there will be 2 modules. All right, so in a year, they will cover 4 modules. Who will be taking them? Basically, form teachers or the PEL teachers. PEL here means PE, education teachers, art, or music teachers, either one of them. All right. Good thing about PEL, you're talking about moving away from examination. PEL is non-examinable subject, so don't worry about it. Let them enjoy and learn as they play. All right. For BGPS PEL lessons, we do a spiral approach. Okay, basically to get them moving from the lower to the higher level. All right. And for P2, there'll be reflection booklets for them to do. These are some examples of our reflection booklets that we will be using for P2s. For P1s, we do not have yet at the moment, basically because we want them to enjoy the opportunity to play and learn. So don't worry about that. As they move on to the next level, they will do something more, basically. That's why we call it a spiral approach, right? Now, for P2 also, we will have platform for showcases, basically to show what they have learned, what they have done during all the modules throughout the year. so that they can enjoy the opportunity to show what they have done during PEL to their fellow levels or P2 or the rest of the lower primary, especially the P1s as well. All right. Okay. I'll show you a video basically to sum up what I've been explaining to you during this briefing. Okay, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Sit down already. You don't see.
Share screen. Just close down. Okay,
We get to move around and make interesting actions, but we must be careful and not hurt our friends. This is our beautiful garden. I can find out what my friends like about our garden.
Sorry, parents. Some technical issues. I'll be playing again the video from the beginning so that you'll be able to catch hold of it. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ishan. I am in primary 2. Today, we are going to have our PEL lesson. So, what is PEL? My teachers call it play and learn. We just call it PEL. Come, I will show you. We get to move around and make interesting actions, but we must be careful and not hurt our friends. This is our beautiful garden. I can find out what my friends like about our garden, which may be different from what I like, but that's okay. Do you know that we can paint pictures of our garden just by using a bottle? There are also many colors that we all want to use, but there is not enough. So we must learn to share and wait for our turn. My friends and I also get the chance to dance, sing, and act for one another. Today, I am acting as a villager working on a farm. Our teachers also like PEL. They are always smiling and thinking of clever things to teach us. Every week, I tell my parents that I look forward to my PEL lessons because I get to play and learn new things with my friends. Let's hear from our teachers and parents.
PEL is a key recommendation made by the PERI committee to strengthen the emphasis on co-curricular programs in Primary 1 and Primary 2. The children will undergo a series of experiences, namely in performing arts, visual arts, outdoor education, as well as sports and games. The students are encouraged to learn through a variety of activities which are creative and fun so that they could develop skills, values and knowledge that are relevant for the future.
To me, PAL lessons create a safe environment for the children to learn from one another. I always emphasize that there's no right or wrong during PAL lessons, and it's okay to make mistakes. From then on, we can learn. I value every opinion, viewpoint, and everyone has different capabilities.
To enjoy the experience, they need to learn how to work well with each other. So that means that they need to learn how to share, they need to learn how to speak politely to each other. In some groups, sharing does not come by so naturally. In others, it could be really just deciding whose ideas to use. And this is where teachers come in to facilitate the situations, or we call them teachable moments. This activity is but one example of how we use a common situation like group work in PAL to teach social emotional skills such as turn-taking and perspective-taking, and values such as harmony and respect.
My son really enjoys the PAL lessons. He has been sharing with me how fun the lessons are. PAL helps him to socialize with other children and learn more about himself. I can see a remarkable improvement in him. He's quite confident now. In the past, while in the playground, he was not very sociable. Now, if he sees any other children, he's ready to play and mingle with all of them.
I remember that he shared with me on one of his lessons in the musical journey. They were asked to come together in groups to put out a group performance. Through this engaging session, he has learned how to listen and to respect his friends' views and opinions. Such social-emotional skills and values are important for the learning and growing up process of a child. It is only when they are equipped with such skills and values that they can become a confident speaker, compassionate listener, and a competent contributor to our society.
So you see, we all like PAL. I hope you do too. Okay, PAL lesson is over and we all need to go for recess now. Bye bye and see you soon.
Okay, as you can see, PAL program allow the children to play. As they play, they learn.
Through our active learning approaches, the children are able to investigate and explore activities themselves.
Yep, sorry about that. Okay, so PAL allows them to have a chance to play as well as to learn. So it's time for us to bring back the play in a child. And nowadays, living in our environment in HDB flats, there's a little opportunity for a child to play. That's why we brought this back to school for them to have an opportunity to play. And in that playing, they learn all the skills that they need as they grow up next level. Yeah. For that, any question, parents? Okay. Regards to the PE lessons, how many are there in a week? It is also 2 hours of 4 periods. How many times a week? It dependent on the timetable. Normally, it will be around 2 days in a week. That means we split the 4 periods into 2, or the most is 3, 2, 1, 1. That means 2 period 1 day, another day will be 1 period, and another day 1 period. That's the max that we normally do for lower primary of primary 1 and primary 2. That does not include another 4 periods for PAL. So in total, PAL and PE, they will have 8 periods, 2 hours each, which totaling 4 periods. I mean, so 4 hours a week.
That's it.
Yep. If not, I would like to thank for your attention and all the best to your child. Will there be simulation? Sorry. Okay, there will be, but not at P1, P2. We let them grow a bit older so that they're able to look after themselves, because we've got to go out of the school to do this program, which is at our active SG swimming pool. It is done in our school at this moment for P3. When they reach P3, yeah, then this program will roll out to them. It is a 12 hours program to learn the basic for both students. Unless your child has already taken some lessons, then we will follow up according to the level that he has attained, whether it's bronze, silver, or gold. If beyond gold, then we will teach them what we call competition kind of learning, whereby they are allowed to, they will train to do distant swimming. That means a longer period of swimming compared to the junior ones, the lower ones. Yeah, any more questions? Okay. If not, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate your attention, and goodbye.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hasri. Okay, now it just leaves me to address a few more questions before we close for today's session. You should be going for your child's recess pretty soon, so I will keep it short. Just now, earlier, there were a couple of questions, like, for example, I would like to take on this question about whether we should whether you should have your child attend the school silent reading at 7:15 every morning. Now, the school very strongly encourage you to do so, because this is actually our way to promote reading. During this 15 minutes, it can mean a lot to your child's interest in reading, okay? The teachers may also take this time to introduce certain books. And on top of that, on top of reading, there are also some pre-assembly programs that the school organizes for the whole school. This is to basically enrich the students' learning during the 7:20 to before national anthem at 7:30. So we really strongly encourage you to let your child come in and join us for our silent reading and our pre-assembly programs. Now, then there are also a couple of questions about communication with parents, whether our school has a class dojo. Now, I'll address the first one first. How do we communicate with the teachers in the school? So the form teachers will be sending out a class letter to all parents through the child. It's through the child. And in the letter, it will tell you how the communication will be done. What is the main platform for you to get in touch with the teachers? Okay, and for the teachers, if we want to get in touch with you, it will we have your contact, so we don't worry about contacting parents. Now, class dojo. This is not a school-based platform, digital communication tool that we use, because we realize that some classes and some teachers find them not very suitable for their class students. Therefore, it all depends on whether the class of your child adopts class dojo. That we will leave you to decide. We leave you to get in touch with the teachers personally and ask if they have class dojo. But not to worry, even without class dojo, the teachers, the form teachers, the subject teachers have their other alternative ways of communicating with parents, just as effective, okay, if not more effective. So that's class dojo. And there was a question about extra classes for students, for P1 students. That will not be for all students. However, we do have extra classes for reading to help students with their reading, but this is only for selected students. Okay, so in the same way, we will be contacting the parents whose child is involved in this reading program, and that details will be given later. Okay, then I have a couple of questions about some administrative matters, like for example, arrangement for dental care at the school. Yes, we have our dentists coming in who will roam and come to our school at certain times of the month. So if there will be a consent, okay, sent to you later. So if you need to have a quick answer to this question, then could you just come down to the general office and ask them? Okay. Another administrative question would be a change in the after-school care arrangement. So let's say right now you have arranged for your child to go home on his own, or you pick up, and you want to see whether there's still any vacancy for the after-school care arrangement. the student care center, so you can ask if there's a vacancy. I would like you to just go down to the general office and ask them directly, okay, if there are any vacancies. Okay, last one that I want to address is actually cashless payment. Can we help? Okay, how do we apply for the child's cashless payment in the canteen, in the school canteen? So basically, there are two cashless payment modes. One is using the smartwatch via this one you apply through POSB. Okay, if I'm not wrong, there are some very specific instructions how to do that. Okay, and that one we have already provided you with the instructions earlier. The second one is using the student smart card, which they'll be taking photos, and the smart cards are not ready right now. So once the smart cards are ready, yes, they can use it for a payment in the canteen. Okay, yeah, so it is time for you to move out of your class for your to observe your child's session in the canteen. Oh, okay. Maybe one last question. What if my child wants to wear a jacket when he feels cold? Does the school allow? Yes. Okay, when he feels cold, of course, please make sure that he has his jacket on. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. And of course, when the weather turns hot, we don't want the child to feel overheated. So make sure that the child knows when to take off the jacket, because we do notice that some of them will wear the jacket all over the place and they already are perspiring. Okay, yeah. Okay, and do we have any questions from your parents who want to raise it right now verbally? In the morning, is it? Yeah. Okay. One question about dropping off your child. Where can we drop off the children from tomorrow onwards? Will it have to be at the respective gates? You can drop off your child at the school foyer, okay, in the morning. Yeah, so just make sure that the safety, you take care of the safety, because we do have quite a number of cars coming in for dropping off too. So make sure you drive in slowly, okay, and observe the safety guidelines. Okay, so with that, I would like to close the session for today's talk. Thank you very much, parents, for your attention and for all your questions. For the questions that are not answered, that's because we have run out of time. So we will post, like what Mr. Yong said, we will post our response to the questions online, okay, via the school website. Okay, right. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Yeah, bye-bye.